Dear students, I am Dr. S.B. Savarkar, Professor, Department of Physics, Sri Shivaji College, Akola. Today, I welcome you all for our 10th lecture on relativity. Today, we will study Einstein mass energy relation. It is also called mass energy equivalence. The equivalence of mass and energy is the famous relationship established by the special theory of relativity. According to the classical mechanics, conversion of mass into energy or vice versa was not possible, but it has been made possible by the special theory of relativity. This is the famous and universal relationship between the mass and energy. Let m0 is a rest mass of the body, and m is a mass of body in motion when it moves with velocity v. V is velocity of the body. Let F is a force acting on the body. When the force F acts on the body, let's say body get displaced through a distance dx in time t, dt, and dv is the change in the velocity of the body or increase in velocity of the body, change in velocity of the body. Then when the force F acts on the body, the work is done by the force, and this work done by the force is stored in the form of the kinetic energy. It means the increase in kinetic energy of the body takes place, and work done by force is given by work done by force. F is equal to force work done W equal to force multiplied by displacement. Work done W equal to force multiplied by displacement, and this work done is stored as a kinetic energy. Therefore, increase in kinetic energy of the body, the dt is equal to, it is force multiplied by displacement. As force acting on the body is F, and it displaces the body through a distance dx. So F dx is the increase in the kinetic energy of the body. Let it be equation number 1. According to Newton's the second law of motion, the force acting on the body is the time rate of change of momentum, and therefore the rate of change of according to the Newton's second law, according to Newton's second law of motion. So force is nothing but rate of change of momentum, that is F is equal to d by dt of mv. So in this equation here, according to the theory of relativity, here according to the theory of relativity, both mass and velocity are variable, and therefore we differentiate this mv, we get here F is equal to, on differentiating this mv, we get m into dv by dt plus v into dm by dt. Now putting this value of F in this equation 1, we get dt is equal to force multiplied by displacement, and force means here is m into dv by dt plus v into dm by dt into dx. So dt is equal to m into, multiply this bracket by dx, then we get m into dx by dt into dv plus v into dx by dt into dm, or dt is equal to m into dx by dt, which is nothing but rate of change of displacement, and rate of change of displacement dx by dt means velocity of the body v. So mv into dv plus here v into dx by dt, again it is a rate of change of displacement means velocity, so it will be v velocity v into v, so it will be v square dm mv. So dt equal to mv dv into v square dm. It is a equation number 2. From the theory of relativity, we know the variation of mass with velocity, that is relativistic mass, is given by m equal to m0 upon under root of 1 minus v square by c square, where m is the mass of the body in motion and m0 is the rest mass of the body. So squaring both sides of this equation, we get m square is equal to m0 square divided by 1 minus v square by c square, or simplifying it, we get m square into 1 minus v square by c square is equal to m0 square, or m square into, here LCM is c square, and we get here, by simplifying it, say c square minus v square is equal to m0 square, or m square into c square minus v square is equal to m0 square c square, or m square into c square minus m square into v square is equal to m0 square c square. On the right hand side here, m0 is a rest mass of the body, it is constant, and c is the velocity of light, it is also constant. So since m0 and c are here constant, Now taking differential of this equation, differentiating this equation on both sides we get as here both mass m and v both are variable and m0 and c are constant. So we get 2m dm differential of m square 2m dm into c square minus differential of m square 2m dm v square minus m square into or differential of v square into m square, that is it will be 2v dv into m square, and differential of this constant m0 c square m0 square c square, it is constant, differential of it is 0. So here 2 get cancelled, or m, here is again m cancelled, and this will get cancelled with this square. So we get here c square dm minus here v square dm minus mv dv is equal to 0, or we can write here mv dv, we get mv dv plus v square dm is equal to c square dm, mv dv plus v square dm equal to c square dm. Let it be equation number 3. So if we look at equation number 2, so here dt is equal to mv dv plus v square dm, and from equation 3 mv dv plus v square dm is equal to c square dm. So comparing equation 2 and 3, we have dt is equal to c square dm. Let it be equation number 4. This is equation number 4. From this dt, it is the increase in kinetic energy of the body, and dm is the increase in mass of the body. So this equation shows that the increase in kinetic energy, it is dt is proportional to dm. So this increase in kinetic energy of the body, it is due to the increase in the mass of the body. When velocity of the body increases from 0 to v, velocity increases from 0 to v, mass of the body increases from m0 to m, and here to find out the or to calculate the total gain in the kinetic energy of the body, we have to integrate this equation number 4. So integrating equation 4 on both sides, we get integration of dt, kinetic energy change 0 to t, limits of integration here on right hand side it will be, so integration of c square dm, and rest mass is, initial mass is m0, and mass of the body in motion it is m0 to m. So integration from 0 to t dt, it will be t. So t is equal to, c square is constant which can be taken out of integral sign. So we have c square into integration of c square dm, limits of integration will be m0 to m, or t is equal to c square we have taken out, c integration of dm. So we will get here c square into upper limit is m, lower limit is m0, so it will be m minus m0. On simplifying, we have t is equal to mc square minus m0 c square, or here we can write mc square is equal to t plus m0 c square. So in this equation m0 c square, it represents the rest mass energy of the body, and t is increase in kinetic energy of the body, increase in kinetic energy of the body. So total of these two, that is kinetic energy plus rest mass energy, that is m0 c square plus t. It represents the total energy E of the body. It is the total energy E, and therefore from this equation, if we replace this T plus m0 c square by E in this equation, we get E is equal to mc square. Let it be equation number 5. So this equation number 5 is known as the Einstein mass energy relation. Let us stop here. Thank you.